What is up, community? It's Ashrok. Welcome to my CGC collection video. A lot of people have been asking about this video for a while now, and I finally bust out my CGCs so I can kind of show you guys what I have. If you guys are not familiar with CGC, they are a third-party grading company of comic books. They do coins and other, I think something else. I think maybe stamps or currency. Currency, which is coins, whatever. But long story short, you get your comic books graded by them. You subscribe to them. I think it's like $80 a year. I'm not sure what it is anymore. I haven't done it in over 3 years, to be honest. And they grade your comic books. They encase them inside a plastic shell. They give it a grade based on the coloring of the pages, to any creases, to the condition of the comic book, really. 10.0 being the highest you can get, but it's very, very rare to get a 10.0. I mean, extremely rare. 9.9 is extremely rare. 9.8 is generally the highest grade you'll see, and most times. Again, you'll see some 9.9s and 10s, but very, very rare to get that. I mean, that is like, it literally gets published from the company, and it has to be handed to CGC almost, because I've never gotten a 10.0, and I've got a ton of these damn things, and you guys will see. A lot of key significant issues, a lot of signature series I'll go over with you guys. This is going to be probably a little bit of a longer video. I'm guessing it's probably going to be about a half hour or so. So bear with me if you guys are interested in comics and some rare stuff, first appearances, all that good stuff. I definitely got some cool stuff to share with you guys. A little history about me and collecting these. I started collecting these a while back, maybe about 5 years ago, and I was really into it. And as of 2 years ago, I stopped. I completely stopped because it got really, really expensive. Those that collect CGC comic books or have seen the prices on some of these things, it's ridiculous. Some comic books I would buy and then get graded. Some books I would skip the middleman and just go straight and buy the graded copy of a certain issue. But it got really, really expensive. I mean, I was dropping a lot of money on these things, and I had to stop. I had a freaking problem, pretty much. It was ridiculous, as stupid as that sounds. So, but nonetheless, I do have some cool stuff I want to share. I hope you guys enjoy it. Bear with me with the lighting and stuff. Remember, they are in plastic shelves or plastic cases, so there's going to be some glaring issues and stuff like that, so just bear with me. I'll do my best to keep away from that. And as I go through each comic book, I will explain the significance of the issue, if there is any significance, or what it means, or signature series, or anything like that. So we'll go through all that, and yeah, let's get it started, man. So Amazing Spider-Man number 155. Not a significant issue at all. Got this graded. It got an 8.5. The next one is Amazing Spider-Man number 573. This is a variant edition with Stephen Colbert on the front. If you guys don't know Stephen Colbert, he is the comedian or whatever. He does his little show, the Colbert Report. But really cool stuff. I'm big on this too. You'll see a couple of these kind of comic books where that are just neat, and kind of stand out and are different. I'm a big fan of different. So this one's not super rare. It's pretty rare. I mean, you can. It's not easy to get, but definitely some cool stuff there. Next one. Let's see here, and bear with me. These boxes are really tight. That's what she said. But her box is tight. But it is what it is. This one here, this is a signature series. The signature series are yellow. They have a yellow label, whereas the normal ones have a blue label. Okay? So this is a signature series. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 581, graded 9.8. It's signed by Dan Slott and Mike McCone on 8/8/09 in Wizard World, Chicago. So I got to meet both of those guys. Really big fan of some of their work. And yeah, it was cool to see and get them sign it and get it professionally graded, and got the high score of 9.8. So pretty cool stuff. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man number 583. This is the Obama cover. This is when right when Obama got elected. This is a variant edition. This is also let's see if it says it on here. No, it doesn't say if it's the first edition. It is the first edition. I forgot where the hell it says it. But this is the first edition. They actually came out with, I think they got up to like 9 editions of this comic book. So this one's actually pretty damn rare. President Barack Obama cover and backup story. So really cool stuff though, man. Really cool. Again, very unique. I'm into unique comics, into unique things of that nature. Astonishing X-Men #1. 9.8, so a significant issue as well. Actually, this is actually a Cassidy variant cover, so really cool stuff there. This one's pretty expensive as well. I'm not sure exactly prices. I'm not going to go over the prices, guys. Some of them I'm not sure. Amazing Spider-Man #129, first appearance of Punisher. Off-white to white pages, so not the greatest. I actually had this. I'm not kidding you guys. I had an 8.5 of this one. This is a 6.5. Still pretty valuable, I guess. And I had an 8.5, and it was an older CGC book or thing, plastic case, which I didn't really like. So I sent it back to them to get regraded or recased. And when they sent it back to me, the post office busted it, along with my Ultimate Spider-Man #1. And something else, I forgot what it was, and I was fucking heartbroken, man. I'm not gonna lie, you know. So then they refurbished me all my money. They gave me back a good amount of money. I think it was like $1,500. And then I went and bought a new one, and you know the best at the time I could do was a 6.5, but still a pretty significant issue. First appearance of that bad boy right there, Mr. Punisher. Next one is, bear with me here. Next one is Amazing Spider-Man #600 variant cover. This is the, what is this? It's signed by Alex Ross. It is the, I forgot who made the variant. But anyways, signed by Alex Ross. I got to meet him at, what you call it? C2E2 a couple years back. So really, really cool guy. One of my favorite artists, personally, my favorite artist on this planet. The fact that he uses a paintbrush to do his art is, to me, is just amazing. So really, really cool dude. I'm not even gonna try to fit that in there right now. Next one, Arkham Asylum: Living Hell by Dan Slott and Ryan Sayak. This is actually signed by Dan Slott as well, so got that signed and graded. 9.4. Got some Aspen stuff here. So Aspen spectacular, swimsuit issue, spectacular #1, 9.8. So nothing super special there. That was one of those like freebie comics I got, and I decided to get it graded. This one here, we have Avengers #142. Signed by George Perez. Got to meet George Perez. One of the most genuine freaking people I've ever met in my life. Such a cool guy. And I got to meet him. Got this signed by him. Not a super significant issue or nothing. It would say... well, actually, right here it says Kid Colt, Rawhide Kid, Knight Rider, Ringo Kid, Two Gun Kid, Pasty Walker, Immortus, and Squadron Supreme appearance. So I don't think it's their first ever appearance, but they appear, I guess, first time in an Avengers comic book or something. So pretty cool stuff, though, man. I mean, a lot of this stuff is not so much like in terms of valuable and what's worth what. To me, it's like the experiences that go behind it. Meeting a George Perez. And here's another one by George Perez, signed by George Perez. So a 9.0. Another Avengers 143. And then another one, Avengers 147. So got a bunch of those from him. Again, a really, really cool dude. And again, I'm into this because I collect stuff. I'm not into it to make money or anything like that. Like, I have friends that get stuff graded and they sell them. Avengers #1, variant edition. So kind of cool stuff there. What we got here? No, the same thing pretty much. Avengers #1, variant edition. Actually, this one's got a 9.8. The other one was a 9.6. It's a little bit different. Avengers Invaders variant set, or the sketch variant, signed by Alex Ross. So that was his work that he did on that particular cover. Got it signed by him. Beyond Wonderful #1. Also signed, this one by J. Scott Campbell. Again at Wizard World in 2009. So a couple years back. But really cool stuff there. Really nice, cool dude. Real good artist. Next one is Blackest Night number 0. Graded 9.2. Sketch variant. Blackest Night #1. Sketch cover. Graded 9.8. So some of the stuff I'm going to pop out, some of it I'm not. I was a big Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid, and when he died I actually bought this. And then I got it graded myself. Not worth much. It was more sentimental for me. Michael Jackson. Until he started touching little boys, I thought he was a great artist. I really did. Next one, Buck Rogers, number 0. This is not worth anything really, but it was Alex Ross, one of Alex Ross's first works. It really was. Graded 9.4. Got it signed by Alex Ross. Awesome dude again. Love his work. Captain America number 25. The Death of Captain America, signed by Stan Lee. Got it graded 9.8. It's really cool stuff there. Again, signed by Stan Lee and Ed Brubaker. So, really cool stuff. Captain America number 25, signed by John Cassidy. So another John Cassidy book, rated 9.8. The next one is, this one's actually a really rare comic book. Chew number 1 by Image, 9.8. So, super cool stuff there. Next one, Civil War number 1. Who's this signed by? Civil War number 1, signed by Mark Millar. Got to meet him at the Comic-Con a couple years ago. Really cool dude. Civil War number 1 variant cover, 9.8. Civil War number 1 variant cover, 8.0, which is fucking terrible on under my standards, especially when it comes to a newer comic book. If you get an 8.0, that kind of sucks ass. Civil War number 2 sketch, 9.0, not the best. Civil War number 1 sketch, 9.8. So redeem myself for sure with that one. Civil War number 4 sketch, 9.4. And why I have so many Civil Wars is because that's really what brought me back to comic books a couple years back. Back to collecting and comic books and all that nerdy stuff, man. Because for a while, I just couldn't afford this stuff. And I was in college and spending more of my money on, vagina and alcohol. So, yeah, once I got a real job, it got a little more serious. So, Civil War Confession, number 1, not worth much, but I thought this was a really, really good issue, man. If you guys ever read this, where Iron Man kind of just breaks down and says it wasn't worth it, and Cyblade Shy, number what is this? Number 1, 9.4. It's pretty cool stuff. That's another variant cover, I believe. And it's the first appearance of Witchblade. So all you Witchblade fans, this is the first appearance of Witchblade right here. Is in Cyblade Shy by Image. Let's see here. We got Dark Ray in the list. Again, some of this stuff is not, I'm not going to, I wanted to show all of it off, but some of it's not really worth that much. Dark Ray in the list. Variant edition number 1. There's another one with the Punisher. Secret Warriors. Here's some Deadpool stuff. So Deadpool Corpse number 1, variant issue 9.2 sketch cover. Again, that's sad. To get like a newer comic book graded only a 9.2 is kind of sad. So let's move on to the next pile here. Okay, make sure everything's good. There we go. All right. Next one, we have The Initiative, the new Fantastic Four. This is graded and signed by Michael Turner, man. If you guys don't know, Michael Turner is such a phenomenal artist. Passed away a couple years back, I want to say about 4 years ago. But signed and graded by him. Not a key significant issue or nothing, but to have his signature on this means a lot to me. It really does. Gambit number 1. This is the gold variant cover. So pretty rare comic book as well. Giant size Astonishing X-Men number 1 sketch cover. Really cool stuff there. God of War number 1, graded 9.4. I'm just a God of War fan, so couldn't really help it. House of M number 1, 9.4. House of M variant cover, 9.8, signed by Joe I can't pronounce it, Madaria. So really cool stuff there. Got to meet him as well. Awesome dude. Hulk number 1, graded 9.8. This is the Red Hulk variant cover. This is Hulk number 2, variant cover again, 9.6. Here we have Hulk number 14, and this one got a bad grading, kind of pissed me off, but 8.5. It's a McGinnis variant cover with Deadpool on the cover. And then I redeemed myself, got another one, and this one got a 9.4. So I'm actually got 2 of those. You'll see some I definitely have more than one. Another one, this one's really rare. This is a McGinnis variant cover, Hulk number 16 with the Deadpool variant, graded 9.8. Here's one of my first 9.9s. Image United number 1 sketch cover variant, a 9.9. So I don't think this is worth much, but it was my first ever 9.9, so I wasn't complaining. I just wanted to have a 9.9. This one's pretty rare. This is the Todd McFarlane famous art with Wolverine and Hulk on the front. Incredible Hulk number 340, graded 9.8. So this one, really rare cover. I know you guys have seen this a million times. Absolutely awesome. Infinite Crisis number 1, graded 9.4, signed by George Perez. This one, you guys might have heard of this one too. Incredible Hulk number 181, graded 4.5. First appearance of Mr. Wolverine, at least on a cover. 180, he was on the last page, but this is his actual first full appearance. It's worth more than 180, 181. Invincible Iron Man number 1. This one is signed by Joe Quesada. Got to meet him as well. Really cool dude. He's kind of fallen off the face of the earth for a while now. He's terrible. Immortal Technique number 7. Immortal Technique. Immortal Iron Fist number 17. Dragon logo variant cover. Graded 9.8. Iron Fist number 14. Graded 9.6. First appearance of Sabretooth. So there it is. First appearance of the Sabretooth. Pretty cool. Invincible Iron Man number 40. Nothing significant there. Graded 7.0. I just thought it was an older issue, so I got it. Kick-Ass number 1, signed by Mark Millar. Okay. There you go. The creator of Kick-Ass. Graded 9.6. Kick-Ass number 1 variant cover. Graded 9.6. Loki number 1, graded 9.8. The only reason I got this is because I'm a huge fan of Asad Ribic. He is similar to Alex Ross. He does the paintbrush stuff. Just a big fan of his work. Iron Fist number, what is this? Iron Fist number, or Marvel Premiere number 15. Origin and first appearance of Iron Fist. So that's the first appearance of Mr. Iron Fist himself. Pretty significant issue. First appearance of Harold Metcham, death of Wendell, and Heather Rand. So, first appearance of Iron Fist. Marvel's Project, nothing super special there. Marvel Spotlight number 5. Origin and first appearance of Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. Graded 6.5. So, first appearance of the Ghost Rider. Marvel Zombies number 1, signed by Arthur Soydom, the artist behind them all. So pretty cool, graded 7.0. Then I got the variant cover edition, signed again by him, 9.6. Marvel Zombies number 1, same one but graded 9.4, signed by him as well. Next one, not super special. Let's see what we got. Moon Knight #1, sketch cover, graded 9.8. That's the newer Moon Knight, not the older one. New Avengers, variant edition, number 27. So graded 9.0. We got New Avengers. More New Avengers. Let's see what we got. I'm going to skip through some of these. New Exiles #1, variant edition, signed by Michael. Who's that? Michael Golden. Got to meet him in 09 as well. So pretty cool. We got New Mutants #87. First appearance of Cable, Strife, and the Mutant Liberation Front. So there it is. 9.6. New Mutants #98. You guys might know this one. First appearance of Deadpool. So the first appearance of Deadpool. So there it is. So super cool stuff there. Graded 9.0. Let's move on to the next set. Okay. And I'm going to start breezing through some of these because some of them are not really significant. So I don't want to waste my time and yours. What we got here? So Uncanny X-Men #266. First appearance of Gambit. Graded 9.8. Ultimate Origins. Nothing special there. Ultimates 2. It's actually a pretty rare comic book. Rare variant comic with a wasp on the front. The next one you might have heard of, The Walking Dead #1, signed 9.8, first edition. First appearance of Rick Grimes, Morgan, and Dwayne Jones, as my voice squeaked. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Like the kid from The Simpsons. Wolverine Origins #10, signed or graded 9.8. First appearance of Dakin or Dakin, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, first appearance, and this is the rare variant cover with the third claw coming out. The normal cover has 2 claws. The variant cover has the third claw coming out, which is the more rare, expensive one. For all you guys out there that are curious. Alright, so there's that. We got Ultimatum #1, nothing special there. Ultimatum #3, blah, blah, blah. Ultimates #1, signed by Mark Millar. So a pretty significant issue. Nothing super expensive or anything like that, but still a significant issue because it was the first time the Ultimates came out. Ultimates #2, variant cover, signed by Mark Millar. What's this one here? Alright, here we go. So, Uncanny X-Men #158. First appearance of Rogue in a title. Starjammers, Mystique, and Carol Danvers appearance. So, first appearance of Rogue in title. So, that's pretty cool. Pretty significant. Here is Uncanny X-Men #201. This is the first appearance of Cable as Baby Nathan. Yeah. So, and then this is where Storm becomes a team leader for the first time as well. Graded 9.2. Again, another significant issue in X-Men history. So we got here X-Men, Wolverine, Sabretooth. Marauders appearance. So the first appearance of the Marauders was in this one here. Let's see. Here we go. X-Men 9.8. First appearance of Jubilee. This is number 244. First appearance of Jubilee. Better than this stupid ass action figure. This one's significant. Uncanny X-Men #248. This is the first Jim Lee art on Uncanny X-Men. Longshot leaves the X-Men as well, but the most significant part of this is when Jim Lee started. This is where he started his X-Men run. Right here. Number 248. There you go. So a little bit of a history lesson for you guys too with some of this stuff, I guess, which is kind of cool. Uncanny X-Men, another first appearance of Gambit. I think I have 3 of these, or 2 or 3 of these. First appearance of full Gambit, 9.6. Some cool stuff there. Uncanny X-Men #350. Joe Marauder. It's a wraparound cover. Graded, it's graded or signed and graded by signed by Joe Marauder. It's a wraparound cover, as you guys can see. It's really cool stuff. I used to love wraparound covers as a kid, man. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world, you know? Used to cut them out and everything, and then go buy another one because I'm like, oh man, I cut it out and put it on my wall. And Uncanny X-Men number 497, just a variant edition, nothing super special there. Uncanny X-Men number 500. This one's actually pretty significant. It is a sketch variant. There's two different sketch covers exist, one by Michael Turner and one by Terry Dodson, and this one's by Terry Dodson. I still want to get the Michael Turner one, but that thing runs upwards of like $500 or more. It's a very, very expensive because it happened to come out a couple months after he passed away, so it's pretty rare. Uncanny X-Men number 507 variant edition, signed by Michael Golden, 9.6. Another signed by J. Scott Campbell, number 510 X-Men, graded 9.8. Wanted number 1, signed by Mark Millar and J.G. Jones. So got it signed by both of them. Really cool stuff. Graded 9.4. Next one we have Amazing Spider-Man number 5. Web of Spider-Man number 5 with a Deadpool variant. Pretty rare stuff. This is during the time, I think, when like Deadpool was like on every cover. It was getting kind of out of hand, but whatever. Witchblade number 1. So this ain't her first appearance. The first appearance was a Psy I showed you guys earlier. Wolverine number 1, graded 9.8. Some cool stuff there. Another Wolverine number 1. This is first Wolverine as Patch, 9.6. Signed by Chris Claremont. So some of you old schoolers remember Chris Claremont, man. There it is. Really cool stuff there. What we got? Wolverine number 3, signed by Joe Quesada. Death of Sabretooth. I thought it was a pretty significant issue, even though the fucker just came back. So what the fuck? What difference does it make? Origin number 1, graded 9.8. Wolverine Origins number 2. White pages, variant cover. Yeah, this is actually a pretty rare one too. The American or the Canadian face paint. Pretty rare stuff. Origins number 7. Nothing special there. Origins number 10. So this is the regular one I was showing you guys earlier. It's the first appearance of Dakin. But, you know, it doesn't have that third claw popping out. You can just see that there. This one does, though. So I have another one. This one graded a 9.6, first appearance of Dakin. Wolverine Weapon X, number 1. This one's pretty rare. Got it signed by Adam Kubert, one of my favorite artists. The Kubert brothers are fucking awesome. I mean, think about that. You got 3 brothers, Adam, Joe, and Andy, who all 3 of them are significant artists in the industry. Adam probably the most favorite, Andy and Joe right behind him, but that's crazy. 3 brothers that could all draw their asses off. That's wild. I've never really heard of something like that. NYX number 3. Why is this significant? First appearance of X-23. I have 2 9.8s, another one there, and then a 9. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I had another one. Yeah, I do, right behind it. Another one, 9.6. So I got 3 of them. I bought them for real cheap way back when, and now they're worth quite a bit. New Mutants number 98. So I got another one of these. First appearance of Deadpool. Reborn number 1. So that's when Captain America came back. Whatever. We knew you were coming back, asshole. I got 2 of those, both 9.8s. Secret Avengers, the Dato variant cover. So I guess that's kind of cool. I got a bunch of Secret Invasion stuff. It's not worth much, so I'm just going to skip through all that. Got some Siege stuff. These are pretty significant. So you got this one here, which is variant cover, Captain America 9.4. Pretty expensive stuff there. Number 2 as well, with Sentry on the front cover, 9.6. Number 3, this one's super rare. This is, again, another one of those when Deadpool was on every freaking cover. So there you go. Deadpool variant cover. Ringing in the bling, bitches. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. White variant cover. Rare comic book there. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, 9.6. The other one was a 9.8, the white variant cover. This one's a 9.6. And this one is significant because it's signed by Brian Michael Bendis. So this is when Brian like was kind of getting into Marvel. Maybe I think he was like a year into it, and his stuff was actually good back then. Now I don't know what to think about the guy. And then the other Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This one is graded 9.8. This is the what is this one? The Dynamic Forces edition. And why are these so expensive? These Ultimates, because it was the first appearances of the Ultimate Universe. You know, it was one of the first issues that ever came out was Ultimate Spider-Man. Before Ultimate Avengers, Ultimate X-Men, and all that. That was the first. Siege #3, graded 9.2, signed by Joe Quesada. Look at here. Secret Wars #8, 9.6. First appearance of the symbiote that eventually became Venom. So the origin. This is the first black costume Spider-Man. Again, another significant issue. That's nothing special. That's nothing special. Terminator #1, The Burning Earth. Why did I get this? Because this was Alex Ross's actually first work. His first official work. The other one was, the one I want to show you guys earlier was his second, but this is his first official all Alex Ross cover. Nothing super special on there, as you can see, but significant because I got to meet him, got it graded and signed by him as well. 9.6. Thor #600, variant edition. Ultimate Spider-Man #1/2, Wizard. So this is when Wizard was all popular and stuff. Danny Rand makes an appearance on this, 9.8. So cool stuff there. We got Ultimate Spider-Man #104, variant edition. So cool stuff there. What else? What's this? Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, it's nothing special there. Uncanny X-Men #500. So this one's signed by Alex Ross. Graded 9.4. I love this, and it's a wraparound too, which is fucking awesome. I just love wraparound covers. I think they're so cool. All right, last box, man. We're winding down here. Thank you guys so much for being patient. I hope I've been as informative as possible. Get this last box in here, and we'll be done. All right, let me pull up my pants because I got it. Let me fix that because I got a nice little wedgie. Not much left in here, but some cool stuff. Mouse Guard #1, graded 9.8, bitches. Really cool stuff there. Very, very rare comic. Very rare. Speaking of rare, or old school, X-Men #94, 7.5. So this is the new X-Men Begins. Sunfire leaves the team. Second appearance of Nightcrawler, Storm, Thunderbird, and Colossus. So really another significant issue. Next one we have is 100 Bullets, #1. Signed by Brian Azzarello. I got to meet him in 2009 as well. Got to meet a lot of people in 2009 and 2010. But he was one of the biggest dickheads in the world. I'm not going to lie. Like, he was just a mean mugging motherfucker. Like, but, he was cool, but he was still like a prick, He was just like, yeah, I'll sign it, whatever, and whatever. And really quick, a little bit of education piece for you guys with CGC. When it comes to Signature Series, you will not. It's very. Let me see. You cannot get something signed and graded. For instance, let's say you have a comic book that's graded or signed right now, and then you want to go get it graded by them. They will not give you the same treatment, I guess, or whatever. Because they won't, they'll give you a different color instead of the yellow. They'll give you something else because they weren't witnesses. So long story short, you have to have your comic book ready and then go to the booth with them and say, I want to go get this signed and graded right now. They'll come with you and watch it get signed, and then you hand it over to them, and then they go get it graded. That's the way it works. After all the money they make, you would think they'd have the, be able to have like signature authenticators looking at the stuff, but they don't do it that way. They have to witness the signature in order to get the Signature Series, which is, I think, fucking stupid. Because I had a bunch of other comics in my collection that are sitting over there signed by a lot of different people, and I can't get them graded because, you know, they weren't there. Whatever. Giant Size X-Men #1, graded 5.0. First appearance of the new X-Men. First appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, and second full appearance of Wolverine. So, pretty cool stuff there, man. This is a very, very key significant issue you guys need to know. Next one is Werewolf by Night. Origin and first appearance of Moon Knight. So there you go. First appearance of Moon Knight. This one kind of pisses me off, but it's a key significant issue. But shame on me, the way this turned out. This is the first appearance of Daredevil. Not Daredevil. First appearance of Bullseye. Origin and first appearance of Bullseye. Graded for 5.5. Now, the one thing you guys notice different is that this has a green cover there. You guys can see that. Why does it have a green cover, you're saying? Or why does it have a green label? Well, this green label means that it has missing pieces inside of it. So a little bit more education piece for you guys. When you go to buy older comic books, okay, and you go to get them graded, the one thing, even if you don't get them graded, you just want to buy it to have it and maybe get it framed or something cool like that, you have to look into it and make sure that it is complete. The reason why this got the green label is because it's incomplete. And in particular with the old issues, the old comic books used to come with a stamp. And you'd be able to cut out the stamp and then collect them and then send them into Marvel, and then you get like a free comic or a t-shirt or something stupid. So they had all these giveaways. And when I bought this at the Comic-Con, I didn't look at it fully. I did not look through all the pages. I did not find the stamp missing, but it was missing. They contacted me before they graded it, and it says right there, Marvel value stamp missing from 9th page, effects story incomplete. And that's the grading right there. It says it incomplete. So kind of shame on me. I was always good at looking at this stuff, but this particular day I was not on my game, and I kind of paid for it. So it's not worth as much now because of that, because it's missing that stamp. But still, nonetheless, you know, a key significant issue to have, you know, first appearance of Bullseye. But, you know, shame on me again. I should have done a better job at, you know, looking at some of this stuff. X Factor signed by Jim Chung, #27. X-Men #25. This is a wraparound cover with Gambit hologram. Magneto removes Wolverine's Antimanium, Nick Fury, Mr. Fantastic, and Thing cameo. So, key significant issue because he rips the shit out of this guy here. I thought this was really cool when I was younger. The fact that he literally ripped it out of his bones. This is X-Men #54. Onslaught revealed as Professor X, Juggernaut appearance. So, you know, this is when we find out that he is the Onslaught. And then Special Collector's Edition. This one's actually a rare variant. X-Men #75. Yeah, nothing special, just an older comic that I wanted to get graded. Messiah Complex Series, X-Men 207, signed by Jim Chung. So nothing special there. X-Men #1, yada yada, yada yada. X-Men Omega. So 9.8. This is the glossy version, the chrome version, I guess. So it's the conclusion to the Age of Apocalypse series. So pretty cool stuff. X-Men Prime. So this is first appearance of Marrow as an adult and Onslaught cameo. 9.4. This is I believe the first issue, another wraparound cover. Awesome wraparound. This is the first issue after Age of Apocalypse. X-Men Second Coming and X-Men Worlds Apart. So nothing special there. But so there you guys have it, man. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. 40 minutes of me talking and rambling on and on about comic books. But again, you know, if you guys have questions about CGC or getting stuff graded or what to do and how much to pay for stuff, you know, you guys could ask me. I'll try to do my best to be as helpful as I can. Again, it's really I mean, you know, some people are gonna ask me, is it worth getting this stuff signed and graded and all this mumbo jumbo? I think it is. I think it's really cool to have, some of your favorite comic books and some of the more rare comic books signed or graded in general, the value definitely goes up when you guys get stuff graded, and it's pretty significant with some of the issues and stuff like that. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of first appearances, a lot of other stuff. A couple things that are not showcased in here that I have, but I have them stored away in a bank vault. Believe it or not, yes, a bank vault. X-Men #1, signed and graded by Stan Lee. Also, first appearance of Daredevil. Also, first appearance of Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy 15, I believe, yeah. I have Avengers #1, and Invincible Iron Man #1, and Hulk 181. I have another one, graded 9.4. So those are all in some vault in a bank, and I keep them there. So I don't have them here. And matter of fact, a lot of these books are going to be going over there too pretty soon. Especially Walking Dead. Walking Dead #1 is very expensive. You see it online, especially the first edition, because they only made so much of the first edition because they really didn't know how it was going to do. It was an independent book that eventually blew the hell up and became pretty significant. Especially when the show came out and people started loving the graphic novels and all the comics that were coming. I mean, Walking Dead speaks for itself, so it was a really good investment on my behalf. I bought that Walking Dead 9.8 at the time. I bought it straight up for $150, and now I've seen it go for like anywhere from $900 to like $1,400. You know, so, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago when I bought that. So pretty significant stuff. So the one thing that, you know, to look forward to, and I know this video is longer than usual, but I'm just trying to give you guys some advice. The one thing to really look forward to is look for that one comic that, you know, let's say, like, for instance, like Walking Dead. Walking Dead #1, you know, you read it, people were like, you fell in love with it, and people kind of knew it was going to either be a movie or a show, and it turned out to be a show, and the value of that comic book skyrocketed. So when you guys get stuff graded, make sure it's significant stuff. I wouldn't waste my time too much. Like, you saw some stuff in here, I just kind of skipped through it because it was stuff that had more of a personal thing for me. Like, I liked that book or whatever, and I got it graded. Like God of War #1, not worth anything. I'm just a big Kratos fan. But the significant issues, some of the hard to get variant covers, first appearances, you know, these are the things you want to get signed and or get graded. Certain signatures you want to get graded, obviously. You know, I got a bunch of Alex Ross, I got the George Perez and Stan Lee's and stuff like that. So, you know, just some key advice for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. The next video is going to be my Marvel figurine collection video. So a lot of people have been asking about that. So I will do a figurine collection update. Stay tuned to that. Remember to laugh every day. Have a good one. Peace.